Hello there, my name is Lisa Cato and I'm a high-level certified admin over here in the UK. And I want to talk to you today about Claude Code and HighLevel. More and more what we're seeing is people leveraging the fantastic functionality of Claude to create beautiful HTML pages and often quizzes and forms and surveys. But then it's a bit tricky of like going, well, how can I get the submission from that form, from that survey or quiz into my HighLevel account to continue the journey? That's what we're going to cover today. One route, which I'm not going to cover, is going and creating a form inside of HighLevel and giving that code to Claude. That means there has to be quite a lot of styling, and there might be a little bit of a mismatch on the styling. So obviously having a beautiful Claude form is going to be preferential. So I'm going to head over into the app now and I'm going to show you exactly step by step what we do. The first thing you want to do is head over into automations inside of your HighLevel account. And we're going to add a trigger. The trigger we're going to add is a webhook. So if I just start typing webhook, there it goes, it comes up. And I have this webhook here. Now, the important thing is that you do not close this window until we have continued. We can't save the trigger yet, so keep the window open because what we need to do now is go over to Claude and give it this webhook, and I'll explain why. This is an example of a Claude HTML that I've created just for the purpose here. We can see it's beautiful, it's on brand, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to copy it. But before I copy it, I need to tell it where to send the details to. Before putting your input in, make sure Claude knows what you want the output to be. Explain to it, I'm going to be putting this into a HighLevel page. So when it knows that and that you want it to submit the information back via a webhook, tell it that at the beginning. I'm now going to say here, I can put the webhook in there, but equally, I could actually copy this, stick it on a notepad, go and get the paste your webhook in here, and then paste it in. There we go. Now I've got this code here that I'm going to use in a HighLevel site. I'm just going to do this for now inside of a funnel. It can be used inside of a website, anywhere where we can put in the code. So I've just got a blank site page, which is inside of a funnel. And I'm just going to add in a code block. Click on that, and now I'm going to paste in my Claude code intact with the webhook. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to publish it. There's one final step in order to capture it that we need to do. If we have a look now at this page, here it is. And obviously you might want to tell Claude to make these mandatory if you want it to be the case. I'm now going to, oh look, it made it mandatory. And the success message. Isn't that all beautiful? Right, now let's go over to the workflow and make sure that it's captured it. Here I am back in the workflow where we created the webhook. I'm now going to click on Fetch Sample Requests. That's the submission that we just did as a test that has been sent to the webhook. And here it is. This is referred to as a payload. This is everything that it has just sent, as you can see. Now it will let me save the trigger, but I need to make sure that we actually create the contact. It still doesn't know who the contact is. So we're going to add a field. I'm going to say, first of all, email, most important. And then when I click on the tag here, it's going to show me from the inbound webhook trigger all of the fields that we need, all the fields that have been captured. So a chatbot in the way there. There we are, first name, and then I can also do last name. I could have done that split out as the first name, last name as well if I wanted to. Let's put the phone in. And if you had any other information, such as sources or quiz results, you would map those in too. You would want to make sure that you had created the fields ahead of time if it's more than just the standard contact fields. Otherwise, you'll just be picking backwards and forwards. Now I've saved that action, I'm able to publish the workflow, and hey presto, we now have connected up a Claude HTML site with a form to create a contact inside a HighLevel. This is the point as well, if you wanted to add in an email to continue the journey or segment people, it would be in this workflow that you would be able to continue that.